Basketball. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Najee Marshall.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, P.J. Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Thompson in at the 2. Davis with a screen on Doncic. Irving, the pass to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Look, I can't think of a better partner to have a pick and roll with than Davis. Sets hard screens and has soft hands to match.
And here's Doncic outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Well, Grant, these two teams just faced off. It's the second game of this mini-series.
Yeah, I mean, we first saw a lot of these back in the 21-22 season, and they were added in a way to reduce travel. You know, I like them. They give you a playoff feel with the game-to-game adjustments that I love.
Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Irving looking around. Thompson, a screen on Hachimura. Washington passes to Thompson. Now Irving. Shot clock at 5. Thompson with a screen. Irving finds Thompson. The shot. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Want to see a perfect jumper? Just watch Klay Thompson.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Here's Doncic. The Mavs get their last shot to go. And Doncic hammers it home.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
Davis with a screen on Doncic. Irving, the pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Davis against James. Outside for Irving. Back to Davis. Second chance effort. And Reeves pulls it down. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And there's James from the arc. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Unloads. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got his second basket on the night.
In that open floor, no guard is a better finisher than Kyrie.
James, a screen on Thompson. James, outside. Fires the 3. Davis with a rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Reeves. Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. And Davis gets double-teamed. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Washington finds Thompson. Washington controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Thompson against Doncic. Shoots over Thompson. And it's Doncic missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's James. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Thompson. Back to Davis. Over Doncic. He knocks it. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center.
Going right back at them, Kyrie answers with a 3 of his own. Woo.
Reeves with the ball, and Davis picks him up defensively. Reeves against Davis. Kicks it to Doncic. Puts up a deep 3, and Los Angeles another 3.
Stretching his range as far as it will go. Doncic is so impressive.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Reeves. And Davis slams it home.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Right wing. Here's Davis. Good work defensively by James.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And a miss there on the triple. Dallas leading by 4. Now Irving. Give him 8 points now. Outside for Davis. Davis missing again. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Inside. Back to Doncic. To the inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. P.J. Washington picks one up. Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 5th rebound of this one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Irving, pass to Gafford. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got assist number 7 tonight.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
He was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming. That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
A minute 35 left in the second quarter. Thompson against Doncic. James, a screen on Thompson. Doncic passes to James. James from distance. Easy work.
When LeBron decides it's his time, good luck slowing him down.
Here's Irving. Here's Davis. Kept alive. Gafford. And that one's good. Gafford's got his second basket of the night.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward. He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Irving against Doncic. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Gafford with the ball. Back to Thompson. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Lakers trail by 6. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Shot is good by Reeves.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
Pass to Thompson. Outside for Davis. Doncic against Irving. Hachimura with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 3. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the Cavaliers. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
They've been playing very unselfish.
And that's a wrap on.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Daniel Gafford is out there with Edwards. Then there's Caleb Martin, and it's Exum in at the 2 guard. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. From outside the arc. And the dunk by Gafford.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Vincent. He's covered closely. Here's Finney Smith. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Exum gets the bucket. RJ displaying at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
He was all alone on that one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Mavericks leading. Dinwiddie outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Connect. Banked it in off the glass. Connect's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Martin outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Lakers, 3rd.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Edwards can't hit.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Vincent outside. Gafford with the block. And they get it back. And And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Gafford. Here's Exum. Gafford the screen. Exum with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Exum passes to Gafford. Good D by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Dante Exum. Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Both good from the line that time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Exum. Pass to Gafford. Martin outside. And here's Edwards. Martin a screen. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Pass to Connect. And there's the screen. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup. Connect's got 7 points in the game.
You have to be careful against Connect inside. He'll turn you into a highlight.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
To the middle. Pass to Exum. From downtown. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Vincent. For the lead. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's a screen. Exum passes to Gafford. Exum outside. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Vincent outside. And he lobs it up. Lays out. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
What is going on right now?
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Dallas no good that time either. Here's Connect. He's guarded by Exum. Here's Vincent. And it's good. 2 points. Vincent's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Lakers ahead. They're up by 1. And we're coming back in just... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Outside for Irving. Lively with a screen on Doncic. Irving for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Look, he is a 50, 40, 90 guy, right around 40% from the 3-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
James, a screen on Thompson. Here's Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Irving. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. James with the ball. Irving picks him up. James passes to Doncic. Back to James. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. Hachimura against Irving. And no good. Some solid defense from Hayes. Doncic on the wing. Reeves with a screen on Washington. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Irving for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Irving's got 6 here in the quarter.
And Irving is so quick on the pull-up, not giving the D much time to react.
James passes to Hachimura. Doncic outside. James, a screen on Washington. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And it's Hachimura missing. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Some changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura, and Finney-Smith subbed in for Reeves. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Pass to Lively. Washington outside. Lively with a screen on Vanderbilt. Washington passes to Davis. And it's all from three-point range. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 1. James against Thompson. James passes to Doncic. And the 3 off target.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Thompson's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Ooh, got that one up quick. Hayes has got his first basket.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter here. Let's go with a 3. That's a miss. Shooting 7 for 14 from the floor. Pass to Irving. Now here's Lively. Back to Irving. Screen by Lively. And he sinks it. And that one brings him within 1.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Doncic, here we go. Screen by James. Doncic with it. And Davis picks him up defensively.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
Unless they can get a wide-open jumper, they might want to attack inside, because even if you miss at the rim, you can still draw a foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Doncic. There's the drive. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson.
UK Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Darius Garland.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with Isaac Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, Davis is out there with Washington. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Irving at the point. Mitchell passes to Mobley. And Davis pulls it down. Here's Dallas. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
The spider in the house, the unmatched quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a bucket.
Irving drives in. Stolen by Mitchell. Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded closer. Pass to Mobley. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving surveying the floor. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 7 points.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Here's Mitchell. No good with the elbow jumper.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
On the wing, Irving. Six to shoot. And again, Dallas turns it over. Mavs owner Mark Cuban taking in the home game with us here tonight.
And I'm sure he's liking what he's seeing from his guys. One of the more visible owners in the league. Cuban is always ready to show love for his team.
For 3, Mitchell gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
The shot's good from Irving.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
Hunter, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Outside Irving. Right wing. Lively, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Okoro passes to Mobley. Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Thompson. Puts up a 3. Okoro shot is off. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
For Cleveland, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Allen for 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Dallas leading by 6. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hunter. They need this. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Irving passes to Thompson. Back to Irving. 36 seconds left in the first. Off with the layup. The Cavaliers trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Thompson for the triple. Mobley with the rebound. Hunter on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Hunter kicks to Okoro. Lets it go from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
Stolen by Thompson. Oh, good with the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight, and they've let it fly from downtown. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
Allen gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Hunter finds Mitchell. The 3. Offensive rebound. Allen passes to Okoro. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Out to the wing. Lively a screen on Mitchell. Nobody near Irving. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Mavericks leading by 10. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits it from 3-point range. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
For 3, Mitchell. The Mavericks pull it in. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Irving against Hunter. The shot's good from Irving.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Thompson against Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. From past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
To the wing right side. Thompson outside. Davis looking for an opening. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Off target with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Irving missing. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Mitchell passes to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Well, Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Irving from long range. Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for Cleveland. Now here's Okoro. Not a lot of room. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist from Okoro. Mobley's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs. Irving attacking. Washington inside. Covered by Mitchell. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Stolen by Washington. Fast break Dallas. Fires for three. Kyrie Irving. And that's good. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Mavericks on top. They lead by... I thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Look here now at the Mavericks. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. Circling back to our game now, Kyrie Irving on fire in that first half.
An all-world.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Martin is out there with Edwards. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Exum, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Garland with the bucket.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Lets it go from 14. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Wade dishes to Garland. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Takes the three. Connects from three-point range. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is one of the game's better three-point shooters. Darius Garland in the house.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. To Exum. Pass to Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gafford. Thompson with the block.
A moment now to see the numbers for Martin, how he performed last season. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Garland, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You take a look at Gafford, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Jared Allen is right there as well. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Strus kicks to Thompson. And Wade slams it in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Trying to get something going. The offensive rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Green against Christie. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Green, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Both free throws good from Green. Mavericks leading by 3. Davis with a screen on Garland. Thompson against Irving. Left side, Davis. Davis using his size.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Outside Garland. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Out to Thompson. On deep. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Irving against Garland. And that one's good, Irving.
The buckets, the game is just flowing for Kyrie Irving. Looks easy for him right now.
Thompson right side. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. And on the way from Irving for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
There's Garland. He gets it in there.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Lively, and finished off by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Garland surveying the D. Strus setting the screen for Garland. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the Coral. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Here's Irving, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell, and the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
Here's Allen. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. To tie it up. The Mavericks pull it in.
And well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
Irving can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mitchell outside. At the elbow, it's Allen. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Hunter. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Washington finds Thompson. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
To the inside. Here's Hunter. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Allen, a screen on Thompson. Mobley outside. And another miss by Cleveland. Mavericks leading by 6. Irving with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Outside for Davis. Thompson outside. Outside Irving. From 15 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. That's 29 points for Kyrie Irving. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They need this one. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Irving kicks to Washington. Outside, Davis. The kick out to Irving. Again, the Mavericks score.
You know, there's an inner drive and an inner burn to Kyrie Irving. This guy can make difficult shots because he's driven to be great.
Mitchell against Thompson. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
A guy many call a walking bucket, and Donovan Mitchell knows how to find those needed points.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Irving passes to Davis. Davis with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Irving. Softly drops in the floater. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Mavericks leading by 6. And he drops it in from the low post. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Mitchell outside. And he drives in. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Yep, it counts. Irving's got 37.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Allen, a screen on Thompson. For 3, Mitchell doesn't go for him. 15 seconds left in the game. Hunter against Irving. Here's Thompson. Off the mark. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.
here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, BA. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
To the right side. Tipped. On the take, and Mitchell with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the Cavs with possession, 4-point game. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Now here's Reeves. In his last outing, he had 11 points. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Mobley. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. And it's Allen who slams it home.
How about that, throwing it down? Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of it.
Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Hunter, a screen on Doncic. 6 to shoot. Okoro passes to Hunter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hunter's got 7 points.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. All right, look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Austin Reeves.
His assist numbers haven't been where we'd expect them to be over the past few months, and I hope that worries him too, because his ability to create assists is a big part of what makes him a complete offensive package.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Doncic passes to James. .151 left in the first quarter of the game. Great D that time from Allen. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
BA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. The Lakers, second.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of dynamics involved.
particularly shooting percentage.
It's tipped. A shot to stop the run. And slam dunk by James.
In attack mode, we've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
Hayes, the pass to James. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Right side, Hunter. Here's the three. Buries it from 3. Hunter's got 10 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here is James. And here's Doncic outside. Another shot on the wing, Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark. Hunter against Doncic. Here's Allen. Okoro on the wing. Takes the 3. The shot off that time. The first quarter concludes. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
On the court for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. James against Mitchell. Yeah, that one's good. James has gotten his second bucket.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Here's Mitchell. No good with a layup. Lakers trail by 10. James deciding where to go with it. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Hunter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hunter's got 12 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Doncic, good.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
The Cavaliers lead by 10. Mitchell with the ball, picked up by James. Mobley up top. Allen, left side. Just 5 on the clock. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
James outside. Offline with a 3.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Mobley outside. Pass to Hunter. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 7. Screen by James. And the The shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
BA, I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman. And he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
The Lakers with the ball after the basket by Cleveland. Doncic, a screen on Hunter. James passes to Doncic. Over Okoro. No good off the glass.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
1:02 left in the second. Allen with it. Finney-Smith's there. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Tries again with the clock winding down. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Now here's Okoro. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
Doncic outside. It's James on the wing. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Appreciate you joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen DeAndre Hunter really having a great game.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
They've got Alex Lynn, Austin Reeves out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Connect, and it's Vincent in at the one. That's the Laker 5. And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. Here's Connect. And the bucket is good. Connect's gotten his first bucket of the night.
You have to be careful against Connect inside. He'll turn you into a highlight.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt, waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Here's Connect. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Reeves. Clock at 6. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Garland, the pass to Wade. Fires in the triple. Wade's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Reeves with a screen on Garland. Vincent passes to Reeves. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Reeves has got 7 points.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Garland looking around. Driving to the basket. Pass to Thompson. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Connect outside. And another three for the Lakers.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Garland. Thompson in the post. Len's there. Misses the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Vincent outside. Pass to Connect. Back to Vincent. And the layup is good. And now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, they have finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
Outside Garland. Six on the shot clock. Thompson with a screen. The floater. And Garland with the lay-in. Garland's got his first points of the game.
And a basket there really helps to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, we'll see, though. I mean, it looks like that might be the case. They might need a few more like it, though, because that lead has been steadily dwindling.
Now here's Reeves. He has 7. Over Strus. The shot by Reeves, no good. Cleveland leading by 5. Left side Garland. Thompson with a screen. And it's Garland on the drive. Outside Strus. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Reeves against Garland.
Timeout.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to James. Over Hunter. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Hachimura finds Doncic. Hachimura sets a screen. Pass to Doncic. Over Okoro. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers ahead. They're up 7. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
All right, fans, here come your licks.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. And Cleveland, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Club.
B.A., he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Hunter passes to Allen. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now. Mitchell against James. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Some changes for Los Angeles. Finney Smith comes in for Vanderbilt and connects, subbed in for Hayes. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Hunter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
And here's Connect outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
4 on the clock. Okoro passes to Allen. Sinks it from distance.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
James up top. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
And it's Mitchell.
Oh, hey! How about big time right there? Big time.
Woo! Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Doncic up top. Launches a 3. Doncic delivers from range.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Mitchell against James. Pass to Allen. Outside for Mitchell. Beyond the arc. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Out to the right wing. Here's Connect. Allen defending. Now here is James. The shot from the low post is good. James has gotten 4 this quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Has to connect. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth. Outside Finney Smith. Back to James. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
The mid-range jumper has really been a vital part of LeBron's game in the second half of his career.
Now here's Mitchell. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. He hits the second from the line. 1:07 left in the game. Now here's Doncic. Guarded by Okoro. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Okoro. Allen outside. Back to Okoro. Mobley on a screen. Okoro passes to Mobley. Doncic grabs the miss. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. James, a screen on Hunter. Doncic with it. Picked up by Allen. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and
place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Washington. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Davis in at the 4. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. LeBron with a screen on Thompson. Doncic passes to LeBron. Now Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Luka Doncic with the 3.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
The kick out to Irving. Back to Thompson. Outside Irving. Davis sets a screen. From deep. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Does anybody else think it's just too easy for AD sometimes? Just an easy board and put back.
Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 blocks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Now, here is Irving. Thompson finds Irving. Lively sets a screen for Irving. Inside. Out to Thompson. A 3 ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot off. It makes him so much more lethal.
James a screen on Thompson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Poke loose. Irving double team. Over to the wing. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. LA's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. LeBron with a screen on Thompson. The 3. And it's Doncic missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Thompson kicks to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Look, he is a 50-40-90 guy, right around 40% from the 3-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
Now, here's Doncic. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Dallas.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
Doncic against Thompson. Doncic, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Hachimura against Washington. Lively sets a screen for Washington. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. James, the pass to Doncic.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with a nice feed.
Mavericks leading by 3. Irving surveying the floor. Davis against Hachimura. And stolen by James. From 17 feet out. And that one's good. Hachimura.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Good if it goes. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the shot goes down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
Oh, what a finish. Ruri showing off that athletic ability.
Davis owning the inside. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Now, here is Irving after LeBron James's miss. Just 5 on the clock. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. They get it back. Lively the pass to Washington. Davis with a screen on Hachimura. Back to Davis. Stolen by Reeves. Now the Lakers on the break. Floats it up. Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
Oh, yeah, the old man can still do that. LeBron James with the catch and finish.
Davis finds Irving. Fires the three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Lively a screen on LeBron. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Doncic, no good.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Six on the shot clock. Oh, explosive move by Doncic.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
Here's Irving. It's tipped. Thompson against Doncic. To the middle. Pass to Hayes. James against Irving. LeBron powering in.
He's just a bad man when he starts to drive. Once he gets that shoulder by the defender, look, it's over.
James against Irving. Out to Thompson for three. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Doncic against Thompson. Now here's Doncic. Defense right on him.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Lakers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now here is Davis. Last game he had 13. Here's Gafford. Pass to Irving. Uncovered. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Doncic. 14 points for him. LeBron with a screen on Thompson. Shoots from the elbow. It's good. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. A coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Taking his time on offense has allowed him to get into a rhythm. And his...
Now let's take a moment and see what games still. And that about wraps.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the five for Jason Kidd right there. Exum is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Edwards. And it's Martin in at the small forward. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Dinwiddie wide open. They get the rebound. Exum up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Exum's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Rebounded by Exum. And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Connect. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Len. Here's Vincent. Dinwiddie covering. Over to the left wing. Connect with a wide open look. And again, no good by the Lakers. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Exum with a wide open look. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Exum's got his second bucket tonight.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Connect started his NBA journey at a community college, grew 3 inches while he was there, eventually transferred to a major program and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Outside Edwards. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Vincent. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the Lakers with possession here. They trail by 3. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Dinwiddie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Connect. And again, the Lakers no good.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Stolen by Exum. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. They get it again. Outside for Martin. Here's Gafford. Pass to Exum. Here now is Dinwiddie. Clock at 4. 3-pointer. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
Oh, a guy that can move fast when he has to. Dinwiddie beats the clock.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Some changes for the Lakers. Coloco's checked in. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Reeves outside. And that time, also a missed shot. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Edwards. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Stolen by Reeves. To the paint. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him.
Always ready to put the team first. Reeves wants the ball in the hands of the most ready scorer.
Martin with a screen on Reeves. Exum. He's open. A rebound by the Lakers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Martin from outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. Martin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Finney Smith can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Exum. Takes a 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers trail by 10. Here's Vincent. And it's in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. Gafford with the ball. Martin finds Edwards. Good on the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made that adjustment since the break.
And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Mavericks leading by 11. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Irving against LeBron. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Just 3 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. A rebound by the Lakers.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Irving with the rebound. The Mavericks shooting straight 49% from the field. Thompson for 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Thompson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Dallas. Doncic kicks to James. He takes it. Oh, LeBron does it again.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Here's the 3. Thompson with the 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Reeves left side. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Irving for 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Lakers trail by 15. Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. And Davis sends it back.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
Reeves against Irving. Davis in the corner. Down low. Hayes with the steal. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Reeves gets the bucket.
At this point in time for Reeves, this is just a reflex. He knew he had it the moment he had the ball.
Irving dishes to Davis. Here's the drive.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. James, right side. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Thompson outside. Outside Irving. Launches it. And it's Luka with the rebound. Lakers trail by 14. Oh, the athletic move by LeBron James.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Davis has the open look. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. That's 10 points for Anthony Davis.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Dallas.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Doncic outside. Over Washington. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Nice shot by James. And here are the Mavericks now. And it's Davis missing. Pass to Lively. Outside Irving. Over Hayes. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Darius Garland.
And the defense he's played lately has really been tremendous. It's clear he's working his tail off on this end and collecting a number of steals as a result. You have to commend that type of effort.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Kyrie Irving. Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Washington, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. And for Cleveland, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Oh, and Mobley with the block. On the wing, Mitchell. Okoro outside. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. The shot comes out. Davis with the defensive effort. And Dallas with possession. Davis a screen. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively from behind the arc. And they recover it. Washington passes to Irving. There's the triple. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The play is under video review. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And here's Hunter for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, he may be a top scorer, guys, but Donovan Mitchell is not selfish. What a pretty pass.
Here's Irving. Yep, that one's good. Irving's got 8.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Cavaliers trail by 3. And here's Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Thompson. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Klay Thompson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Pass to Mobley. Here he goes. And Mobley throws it down.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Oh, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Irving for 3. Doesn't go for him.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Mobley. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Outside Irving. Lively finds Irving. 4-3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
From deep, Mitchell. They get it again. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Darren Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
Now here's Irving. Guarded by Okoro. The 3 is up. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Dallas Mavericks. Clicking from deep. 4. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second-chance shots, that's nice.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. The baseline Jay, and the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate 3-level scorer.
Here's Okoro. Soft touch off the glass.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Outside for Davis. Pass to Irving. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. The 3 from Mitchell. Davis with a rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Back to Washington. Irving with it. Checked by Mitchell. Clock at 6. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Mobley deciding where to go with it. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Allen. Oh, he tries a 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Dallas leading by 4. On the wing, Thompson. Dallas no good that time either. The Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
Irving, the pass to Washington. Back to Irving. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Irving. Guarded by Okoro. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Dallas.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Mobley. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
Davis from long range. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Early in the season like this, it's interesting to see the improvement and new skills players have picked up over the offseason doors.
BA, it really is, because yes, do the players take a brief respite unequivocally? You've got to get your body right and get your mind back and rejuvenated. But the fact is, for most NBA players, this is a 365-day commitment. They are working on shooting, conditioning, skill development. There is very little time off for these guys.
And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Daniel Gafford on top. The fourth spot held by Jared Allen.
These guys are as close as you get to a sure thing on the offensive end. All season long, they were shooting with pinpoint accuracy.
Pass to Mitchell. It's stolen by Irving. From the wing, Thompson finds Washington. Outside Davis. Here's Irving for 3. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
The buckets, the game is just flowing for Kyrie Irving. Looks easy for him right now.
Okoro outside. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Mitchell on the drive. And Mitchell with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And Washington powers it through.
That passing ability complements Irving scoring so well.
The Cavaliers leading. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. And here's Hunter from the arc. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lively. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Mitchell against Thompson. For 3, Allen. The shot, no good. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Cleveland on top, leading by a point. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Looking at Dallas, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, Moving on. The Mavs find themselves in a battle. Close matchup so far.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Dante Exum. Daniel Gafford is out there with Edwards. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Martin in at the 3.
Well, the athleticism of Dante Exum takes flight and flushes it home.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore. This guy is always looking to set up his teammates. Darius Garland has his head on a swivel.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Wade, launches it, and the three-pointer goes. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Yes, it's good. Exum's got 5 points in the quarter.
We love how Dante Exum gets inside. He's got terrific touch close.
Now here's Garland. No made baskets yet. Outside Strus. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get off a shot.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Pass to Exum. This one for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Exum's got 8.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And here's Green from the arc. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
Martin against Garland. Thompson, a screen on Martin. Garland, the pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Back to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Garland, no good. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Martin, the pass to Gafford. And here's Martin. Outside Edwards. They set the pick. Exum outside. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep. And now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Outside Garland. They need this. And the layup is up and in.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson not really the...
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Tristan Thompson.
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Inside. Here's Martin. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Martin's gotten his first basket of the night.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Cleveland again missing. The Mavericks lead by 5. Dinwiddie outside. The 3. Gafford in the post. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Cleveland has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Garland against Martin. Outside Garland. Strus with a screen on Martin. Garland for 3. Cleveland again missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Mobley, a screen on Martin. The three from Mitchell. No luck on that one. That'll count. And so it's Dallas closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. The Cavaliers trail by 7. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 from Cleveland right now.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And here's Thompson for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Allen. Stolen by Davis.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
Lively finds Davis. On the wing, Irving. Davis a screen. Irving the pass to Davis. Clock at 4. Washington's shot is good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Down low. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Davis. 5 to shoot. Over Mitchell. Davis misses.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Okoro. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Mitchell bullies his way inside.
One of the real streak scorers in the game. Donovan Mitchell is heated up and percolating.
To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. The 3 from Okoro. Drops in the 3.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Thompson with a screen. Irving with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. And here's Thompson for 3. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a 3 go unanswered. Big time shot.
Mitchell against Thompson. Outside Mitchell. Over Thompson. That one off the back iron and out. Dallas leading by 5. The 3 is up. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter here. To the middle. Here's Irving. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Irving's got 27 points. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. He takes it in. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
A guy many call a walking bucket, and Donovan Mitchell knows how to find those needed points.
Thompson passes to Irving. Screen by Lively. Fires from deep. And Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Nice move. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
There are just certain guys that have the clutch instinct, and Donovan Mitchell, one of those.
Outside for Davis. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Hunter for three. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
No good from outside. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 6. Pass to Mobley. 32 seconds left in the final quarter. Now Allen. 5 on the clock. Mobley, a screen on Thompson. The three from Mitchell. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
To the paint, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Thompson.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris.
Is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there, Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now, here's Doncic. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Oh, my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Austin Reeves puts one up. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
The Lakers making a switch here. Len's checked in. Now, here's Doncic. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Stolen by Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Doncic. Mitchell against Doncic. Mitchell passes to Okoro. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Mitchell. There's the 3. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. We've passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Here's LeBron following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Hachimura. Doncic with it. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Los Angeles with another miss.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
To the paint, here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
And here is Mitchell. He's got 8. To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
Hachimura kicks to Doncic. Back to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You've got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. It's Allen on the wing. Tries a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. LeBron outside. Pass to Len. Here's Reeves. Len, a screen. The kick out to LeBron. Lets it go from the wing. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Into the lane. James against Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. To the inside and stolen by LeBron. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Off target on the alley-oop layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cleveland ahead, up. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the quarter, and it's Hunter in at the three. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Mitchell looking it over. Mobley, a screen on LeBron. Allen outside. Shot clock at 5. Mobley inside. He's covered by Hachimura. A nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland. To the right side. Beyond the arc. Hachimura grabs the miss. And the Lakers with possession here. From deep, Reeves. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And Clark for the Lakers. The last two seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Lakers trail by 11. Here's Reeves. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Reeves acknowledges getting hit on the way up. Doesn't bother him at all.
Mitchell against Hachimura. Back to Mitchell. Drives to the ball.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
James against Hunter. Doncic with a screen for James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Allen, a screen on James. LeBron against Mitchell. Screen by Allen. The trade. It's rebounded by Koloko. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Doncic outside. James sets the screen for Doncic. Pass to LeBron. Reeves outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Clock is ticking away, but Mitchell just stays on mission and lets the shot come to him.
Doncic looking it over. Shot from the wing. The Cavaliers pull it in. Hunter's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Here's Allen. And that one drops.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Mavericks. 3-pointer on the way. Offensive rebound. Here's Mobley. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Lakers trail by 10. James crowbars it in.
One of the most remarkable things in sport, LeBron still throwing it down at this age. One of the best athletes we've seen in any sport.
Over in the corner, Allen. Driving to the basket. Pass to Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Doncic. Hunter finds Mobley. Second shot opportunity. Lays it up and banks it in. Mobley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And so it's Cleveland going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback.
And there's more NBA. And that's a halftime.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Lakers second.
They had great productivity from their shooters last year. The guys they were counting on to knock down a high percentage of their shots, they did that. And they hope to see those same kinds of numbers this year.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Connect, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Gabe Vincent, and it's Hayes in at center. Garland surveying the D. The shot from the low post is good. Garland's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for that high percentage shot.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
8 on the wing. Back to Garland. And the layup's good off the glass. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Strus. Back to Hayes. This one for 3. No good there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Inside, Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
That's where Tristan Thompson is most comfortable, right around the rim, throwing it down.
Connect with it. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Pass to Hayes. Back to Vanderbilt. Down low. Hayes, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And an intentional foul right there. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. There's 1:59 left in the third. Mitchell against LeBron. Over in the corner, Allen. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
James absorbing hits on the drive.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And Allen slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
Mitchell finds Allen. Now here's Okoro. Back to Mobley. He scores his fifth field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by James. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Pass to Len. Now here's Doncic, covered by Okoro. Fires from deep. And it's Doncic missing. The Cavaliers leading by 18. And here is Okoro. Back to Hunter. Mitchell outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Len. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
A lot of focus on the part of Mobley. Gets great position, feet set, and lets it fly.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Okoro. Basket good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Okoro. Back to Hunter. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities, they're the visibility, they're the doers, the talented performers of the league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Reeves with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Poked away. Doncic with the steal. Launches it from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hunter on the wing. Tries again. And Mobley throws it down.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Releases from the wing and drills it. For Cleveland, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. James against Mitchell. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And serving up a big slice of humble pie, owning the season series throughout. This victory gives them a clean sweep of the 3 this year against Los Angeles.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jarrett Allen.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Okoro kicks to Hunter. Mitchell with it, defended by Reeves. Hunter no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Allen, that's good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Len down low. He's against Allen. Doncic outside. Puts up a deep 3. No good. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They've won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got